Hey, this is Joe Doman of Joe Knows Real Estate, powered by RE/MAX Gateway. Coming to you today from the Brambleton Welcome Center, so a big thank you to them here in Ashburn, Virginia. And I'm with mortgage expert Leslie Wish from SunTrust Mortgage. And today we're going to talk about VA loans. So I don't think VA loans are a real commonly known loan. And I think that a lot of people aren't aware that you can actually get a VA loan with 0%, so zero money out of pocket. So you don't have to pay anything, and you get a new house.
Right.
How does that work?
Well, the VA loan is a loan offered by the Veterans Administration, and it's available to those people who have served our country and who have VA eligibility. And it's one of the best loan options going these days because, as Joe said, 0% down is all that's required. If you can find a seller to pay your closing costs, you literally can buy a home with no money down. And so with VA, you have to have the VA eligibility for that, and you will pay a funding fee to have the privilege of doing a VA loan. And the funding fee will run between 1.25% and 3.3% of the sale price or loan amount. And with VA, the loan amounts that you can get, and a lot of people don't know this, Joe, in our area, you can get a VA loan up to $1,000,033.
That's not too shabby.
Not too bad at all. Now, in the higher loan amount categories, there could be a down payment requirement. There is an actual calculation that a lender has to do.
Sure.
But for the most part, you can get a VA loan with very little money down or no money down in our area.
Okay, as long as you qualify, and it's for existing and past military personnel?
Correct. You'd have to check with the VA to make sure you've got your eligibility, and if you've used it in the past, you have to make sure that the eligibility is restored, and the lender can help you do that.
Okay.
And
I've actually had a client. I've had a client that had a VA loan in the past and was able to go ahead and do another one, and which leads me to my next question: is we actually, ironically enough, in that situation, have put a contract in on an REO, real estate owned, or a foreclosure. So a lot of times when I work with clients that are having VA loans, that's one of the big things that I warn them about. Hey, if this is a short sale or an REO, there's going to be a VA appraisal / inspection. So they're not going to rip your house apart like maybe a normal home inspector, but they're going to go through and make sure that there are no safety issues, make sure that everything is in working order. And in this particular situation, what I also warn clients about is, hey, if you really like this house, be prepared that the bank is not going to pay for it. If it's a short sale, they're in that position because they don't have any money, so you may have to come out of your pocket with this. And in this situation, there were several things. There were missing, face plates on the electrical outlet. There was a railing going from the main level to the basement that was missing, so that was a safety hazard. So we actually had to get a contractor come in before we even went to settlement and do all this stuff. So, what can you give us a little bit more information on how that works, or?
Right. Well, the VA will send out a VA appraiser to inspect the property, and the VA appraiser is going to be a little bit more discriminating than maybe another appraiser would be in terms of finding safety issues.
It's a great word to use for that.
And if they find anything that needs to be repaired, they are going to note that on the appraisal report for the lender. When the lender gets that back, they are going to make that a requirement of the loan approval, which means that somebody is going to have to make those repairs prior to the lender allowing that loan to go to settlement. So as Joe said, it could be the buyer having to come out of pocket to make those repairs. It could be the seller, but in most cases, if you have a seller who is a bank or somebody doing a short sale,
right,
they're not going to have the money to do it. They're not going to agree to it. So those are some of the things you need to be aware of if you're getting a VA loan. That is a potential problem if you're purchasing a home that maybe isn't perfect, doesn't have everything up to par.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thanks. I appreciate your time, Leslie. Thanks for coming out.